Hi, I'm Joey Roberts here with Matt Sullivan, Jack Abbott, and Rep Prentice. A new year, new storylines, and a NESCAC title to defend. TSN football coming at you. Kicking off the 2009 season, Trinity College will be facing Bates College this Saturday at 1 o'clock. Last year, Trinity pulled off the win 17-7 in a defensive battle. This Saturday at 1, we'll see what the 2009 Bantams are made of. My focus of the game is at the quarterback position, replacing Eric McGrath. Replacing the 2008 Offensive NESCAC Player of the Year is no easy task. However, Craig Drozdowski has been in the system for 2 years, and he has had a very good offseason. I expected the Bantam offensive game plan to involve a lot of short to intermediate passes. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Drozdowski aired it out at the beginning of the game to announce to the rest of the NESCAC that there's a new elite Trinity quarterback in town.
My focus this week will be the Trinity rushing attack and the two-headed monster of seniors Bobby Jackson and Ollie Starnes. Last season, these two teamed up to rush for more than 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns on the ground. The duo wasn't done, however, as they also had 32 catches and for more than 350 yards receiving between them. On Saturday, they'll face a Bates defense that allowed nearly 200 rushing yards a game last season, so I look for both of them to come up big in this one.
My focus for week 1 is going to be on the linebackers and defensive backs of the Bantam defense. Now, they suffered some big losses this offseason, graduating senior cornerback Harold Smith, as well as the 2008 NESCAC Defensive Player of the Year Tyler Berry. Smith's void will be filled by a few guys, namely Langley Young, Mike O'Connor, and Harry Melendez from Western Massachusetts. Now, Berry's absence will be a little more complicated. They return 2 linebackers, Francois Azure and Walter Fallis, and they'll be joined by a few other guys, Tommy Kilgore, Ben Rapenian, and Kyle Williams, who will be making the switch back from defensive end to linebacker this year. All these guys hope to do more than replace the losses from last year and hopefully regain that #1 spot in the NESCAC.
My player to watch this week is the new captain, number 13, Ben Sherry, who last season played outside linebacker, has recently moved back to safety position this season to cover for the loss of Connor Quinn. Last year, Sherry was in on 40 tackles, had 2 interceptions. Look for him to have a big game this Saturday. My player to watch for is quarterback Craig Drozdowski. In the secondary, he has to be aware of all NESCAC safety Kyle McAllister, who has 9 career interceptions. He also has to be aware of all NESCAC kick returner Bill Jennings, who's looking to improve on his 5 interceptions from a year ago. The best aid for an inexperienced quarterback is a good running game. Last year against Bates, Ollie Starnes and Bobby Jackson racked up 38 carries for 181 yards. I expect an efficient day from the junior quarterback this Saturday.
No surprise, my player to watch for this week is senior tailback number 33, Ollie Starnes. Starnes led the team in rushing last season, averaging 87 yards and more than a touchdown per game. In last year's matchup against Bates, Ollie hit the century mark on the ground, and I look for him to pick up right where he left off, racking up yards in bunches and finding the end zone more than once. And don't forget, Ollie has the penchant for the big play, so don't be surprised to see him hit a big one out of the backfield and blow this one wide open.
My player to look for this Saturday is linebacker Kyle Williams. Last year, Williams was used primarily as a down lineman in the defensive end position. This year, however, the coaching staff has decided to move him back to outside linebacker, hopefully freeing him up to let him run around and make some great plays, using some more of that great athleticism that we all know he has. Someone might want to tell those Bates skilled players to keep their heads on a swivel for number 57, though. He's coming for you.
All right, prediction time, fellas. We were all 8-0 going against the NESCAC last year. Rhett, what do you think about this week?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see Trinity's offense struggle out of the gate, but their defense and running game are just too good. Trinity wins 21-6.
My pick for this week, Bantams 34-10.
I'm going to say the Bantams pull this one off. Similar to last year, another close one. Defensive battle, I say Bantams pull it off 17-14. I predict Trinity's defense will turn in an outstanding effort, and they'll ruin Bates' homecoming. Trinity 24, Bates 3. If you're not driving up to Bates in Maine on Saturday, tune in to WRTC 89.5 with their own Jack Abbott on the radio. You can see that we're very excited about the season. They're very excited about the season. Let's get this one going.